Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we're in Week 11 of Year 5 in this Dynasty, and this Kentucky Wildcats team right now is looking like we're going to be battling to play in a bowl game. So we're at the outside of the college football playoff projections right now, and we would need a miracle to make the college football playoffs. Now, it's still possible. We have to take down Ole Miss in Ole Miss today, and then next week we face off against Georgia at home, and Georgia is the #1 team in the nation. Now, even if we take down Georgia, I think it's a very long shot and impossible chance to make the playoffs, but hey, we're going to keep that in the back of our mind that there's still a very small chance, and we're just going to try to close out this season on a high note. So we're sitting with the record of 5-4. We've had a rough year in the Southeastern Conference. We're 2-4. Today we go into Ole Miss to face off against the Rebels, who had the same exact record. Now, this is an Ole Miss team who is in the top 25, but they lost 2 straight and they dropped outside of it. So we're 94 overall going into this matchup. They're sitting 85 overall, and the impact player for this team is Dan Honeycutt. #1 on the Heisman watch right now. Dan Honeycutt is dominated. He broke records already for amount of touchdowns in a season, and he'll break the yards record after today's game. He's had an exceptional year, and it's going to continue in these last 3 games. Ole Miss today. Next week, Georgia at home, and then we face off against Louisville in the Governor's Cup in the finale. So going to be taking a look at the top 25, the college football playoff projections, and top stories, of course. So if you want to go ahead and skip ahead to the game, I have time stamps for you in the video description below, or you can see it at the bottom right of the screen. And if you all get some enjoyment, be sure you drop a like before you go today. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and I cannot wait until July 7th when new content starts on the channel for College Football 26. I'm so excited for that game, and it's right around the corner. And there's really only one big top story of the week, and it is a big upset. Look at this. Illinois upsets Oregon in Oregon. 31-10. It's going to be interesting to see how the top 25 shakes up after that. But what a win for Illinois. And here's your look at the updated top 25. Georgia stays the #1 team with a 9-0 record. Virginia Tech, they're #2. LSU, #3. USC, #4. Michigan, 5. South Carolina finally gets the spot they deserve. You could argue that South Carolina deserves that 4th or 5th spot, especially the 5th spot over Michigan. South Carolina has had an insanely tough schedule. They have dominated. They took us down at home when we were one of the best teams in the nation. So finally, that South Carolina team getting recognition because they deserve it. They're a really good team this year, and honestly, they could win it all. Colorado, #7. Oregon drops to #8 after their loss to Illinois. Notre Dame, #9. And then UCF, they're #10. Purdue, #11. So those would be the teams in the playoffs at this point in the season. I will take a look at the college football playoff bracket projections here in a little bit, but Illinois moves into the top 25 with that win over Oregon with a 5-4 record. So then you could make a big argument that if this Kentucky Wildcats team takes down Ole Miss and Georgia, maybe we deserve a #15 spot and we get a better bowl game. Wishful thinking. Making it to the playoffs? No. Look at all these records. There's no way. We're 2-4 in the SEC. Let's come back down to earth for a little bit and stop dreaming too much. I don't think it would take more than that. We need a miracle, really. We need all the other teams to lose. Every team in the top 11 would have to lose for us to make it. You know, taking a look at the SEC here, Georgia basically has locked in the conference championship game along with LSU. That is going to be an epic conference championship. You know, hopefully we can take Georgia down in week 12. They have not been beat yet, though, so we got a tough road ahead. We're now a #11 in the SEC. We did move up, but we have to win against Ole Miss or we're going to drop down to #13. So we'll see. And look at this. Dan Honeycutt is still #1 on the Heisman watch list. It is going to be tough for anybody to beat Dan Honeycutt. He's had a record-breaking year. He's coming off a game with 218 reception yards and 4 reception touchdowns. Now, the wide receiver for Georgia, Otis Cribbs, is #2. Ryan Puglisi from Georgia, the quarterback, #3. Michael Turner, the wide receiver from LSU, #4. And then Marquez Yates, the quarterback for LSU, Number 5, look at this, an all SEC Heisman watch list right now. The number 1 team in the nation, Georgia, and the number 3 ranked in the nation both have 2 players. I think our quarterback, Stephen Bullock, deserves this. We looked at the season stats at the end of the last episode. He's dominated this year. I think he proved he deserves to be at least in the top 5, but maybe if we dominate against Ole Miss and Georgia and then Louisville, maybe he moves here into the top 5 of the Heisman watch list. Now, it's painful to take a look at the college football playoff projections, but if the season ended today, the 4 conference projected winners are Georgia, Clemson, Boise State, and North Texas. In the first round, you would have number 12 Kansas State against Virginia Tech, South Carolina versus Michigan, Oregon versus LSU, Colorado versus USC, and it's so tough to not see the Kentucky Wildcats here in these projections, but we don't deserve it. We have not had a good season, and yeah, we're gonna have to battle back and maybe make a bowl game. But it's time. Let's dive into the Week 11 Southeastern Conference clash between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Ole Miss Rebels. We need to have a big game just like we had last week. We dominated last week. We played great smart football. We do the same thing today. We can take down Ole Miss at home. Now, we're underdogs again. Even though we're the better team overall, Ole Miss was in the top 25 for a long time. They've dropped 2, but they've been the better team this year. Now, we have the better offense, but we have the worst defense in the Southeastern Conference. We have the best offense in college football, though. So, playing at Ole Miss is going to be tough today. Let's see what uniforms. The all-white, I kind of want to rock some blue. So I'm going to go blue pants and then the white jersey and white helmet. And as far for CPU, let's see what they're wearing. Okay, I love those uniforms. Let's do it. Play some football, everybody. Come on. Let's go, Kentucky Wildcats. We need Big Blue Nation to show up today in Ole Miss for us to take down the Rebels. Let's go.
Huddy toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim flam, bim bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway.
Here we go, everybody. Let's play good focus football. Gonna play smart today. No mistakes.
Bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Let's put the blitz on him.
It's so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him.
Storm Livings has been insane.
Not much doing there. He gets
a bust talent who's turned out to be a superstar. He's the only player on our defense who's played good this year. Well, our entire defensive line, but that's about it.
Big fellas get lathered up.
The give to the back.
Storm makes another tackle there. Not still in row. Okay, 3rd and 5. I actually like a man blitz here.
Like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your play.
Gonna play more aggressive.
Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Yes, it worked. When you play away, you have to get momentum early. That's it right there. That's our best first drive of the year. That's our best drive of the year. Defensively,
as a whole needs to get in better situations.
It's not considered a drive, we're on the defensive side, but Matthew Horn just crushes them. He had nobody open. It was great coverage. He had no time. He couldn't see. This team is playing everybody, and Storm Livings is leading this defense. Storm Livings was in on that sack as well.
3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
I tell you, Ole Miss's helmets are awesome.
He's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times.
Yeah, they've been on a coach streak. Ole Miss, they were in the top 12, I think. Look at Dan Honeycutt.
Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter?
I can't hear a thing.
This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy. He's going to make it
Chris
interesting.
Stacy, I was hoping we'd get in front of us, but he didn't. I should have held back.
A bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Sand should be wide open here. 18th toughest place to play, but it is loud. I can barely hear a thing. I can barely hear the commentators.
On second down, he'll fire. Firing to the right.
Dan took a shot. Okay, it should be a simple first down with a inside zone.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take
that's a touchdown.
Those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
can
gonna
we
take
audible?
big
It
shots
worked.
down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has
Okay, maybe Dan Honeycutt is guardable. Who is number 42? That's the best play we've seen all year from the defenders. A senior, Quentin Walker. It is hard to pick off Dan Honeycutt. He didn't even jump for it, though. That's like, I'm shocked. I feel like we're all shocked right now. What just happened? We just witnessed the first player to ever guard Dan Honeycutt. So great press coverage, first off. Now, still it's Dan Honeycutt. You know I'm going to throw it. But look at 42. He doesn't play this great. He jumps up to guard 19. Then he gets back. Look how fast he is. That's 99 speed or 90. Dan Honeycutt's 99 speed, right? Or 98? Wow. And it was a little bit underthrown. I mean, you got to put that back out there, but that's an incredible play from 42. That's insane. I never would have expected that. Okay. Well, remember when I said no mistakes? Okay. I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots. We did make one mistake. Let's make no more, though. I tell you, that is a great way to get back all momentum. Like, I'm shocked right now. We haven't seen that happen all year. We have had no safety who bites up like that. He was biting up like he's going to guard the out route there. We've not seen a safety being able to respond that quick. We have not. It's just, I'm shocked. And, okay, that's football. Home field advantage, right? And he's got robber and house call. No wonder. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
I bit up hard. It didn't matter. They dumped it out. Good dump.
They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'm shocked. A little frustrated.
Back to pass. It's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. Got his man down.
Number 14 got beat by a mile. That's the risky play. Running that play call, right?
Brings him down. And the Rebels are in the hurry up. Love to see the fearlessness of a
Storm, what are we doing?
Work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Going up top on first down.
Yes! What a play!
Home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's Smith's, Jacob Smith's first sack of the year. He doesn't get a lot of chances.
They got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
I was trying to turn into him and jump in front. I just didn't have time. Okay, I love the overload 3 scene. I know it's risky.
You have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
He's taking the shot, and the defense couldn't corral him. And
why would I not run a cover 4 there? I don't know. Why?
Each and every week, I think
I
this coaching
gave
staff
that
does
seam
such a good
wide
job
open there
of
at that play
scheming
call.
ways to get this guy the
I thought we
football
could
in
get the
passing
pressure,
game.
but they
Defenses
read it
can't cover.
perfect.
With that
That's
last
on me.
catch,
That's a
this
play
is now
call
his
error.
10th receiving touchdown on the season.
That's such a bad play call. It's way too risky. It's 3rd and 17. Cover 4, make them kick a field goal. Okay, we just gave up a touchdown. It's a coaching problem right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors.
You don't see me making a mistake like that on defense too often.
What else is happening in college football this weekend? USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since.
Okay, it's all right. Shake it off.
This is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
This place is loud.
Game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys.
Okay, I'm looking at Sands. Sands is RB, Sanders is A, Honeycutt is X.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble.
Guerrero's a genius! That is a sophomore making a senior level play.
And he's got him set up at the 20.
That was not
Well, after
Guerrero's
that last
route.
play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And what about Stephen Bullock buying time there? Guerrero is a genius. Like, this is a sophomore, everybody. Spent a lot of time in the offseason working on his route running. This is pure situational instincts. He's running a curl. Look at him. He sits there. He knows there's nobody behind him. What does he do? He cuts up the field to perfection at the last minute, wide open. That is what you expect from your receivers. Guerrero, he was a generational talent that we picked up along with Dan Honeycutt. They were the same recruiting class. That is a high-level play that could win us the game, everybody. Wow. That is a senior-level play from a sophomore. That's insane. You love to see it.
They just flipped the entire
Honeycutt
field,
touchdown.
and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, right. You can't guard him there. Let's go.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Two generational talents, both catching a pass this drive.
Because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Yeah, we have been a problem all year long, but you know what's frustrating, everybody? Like, let this sink in. We had the #1 offense in college football by a long shot. We're not going to make the college football playoffs because we have the worst defense in college football.
Now they'll line
Yeah,
up
we
for
played
what they
better in
hope
recent
is
weeks,
automatic.
but that means nothing.
Right
Damage has been
down the
done. Yeah,
middle.
we had a tough schedule. I
Quick
know that.
strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
But we could
And
run
they
Georgia's
close the
season.
deal with a 20-yard pass for
That's right.
six. After
We
that,
can
Lewis
run
Anderson
Georgia's
ties things
season
up just about
and
set
the
to
Louisville
kick it away
Cardinals.
And it'll come out to the
And get a
25.
bowl
No
for the first
attempt at a
time in this
return.
series that we're not playing in the playoffs.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown
Or
drive
maybe we
was
get a miracle
surgical
and
through
a
the
lot
air,
of teams
Jesse.
lose.
Sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And
Good job,
welcome to
Norman.
Modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really
I
put
like
defenses
a
in
cover
difficult
one hole
situation.
here.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed.
Play over
The way you
top
do
every
that is
time.
by
Do
having
not risk
success
it. They
like
have so
that,
much speed.
running the football on 1st down.
Using
Good
the
play.
quick game. They stop
This
him
is when we
almost
send the house,
immediately.
right?
Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the
Maybe
first.
not send the
You know, the short
house.
passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive
Well,
coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable.
They're going to
obviously, but
run
it also
this,
allows
right?
you to
I'm going to
see
run a
how
spy,
the defense
2
is going to
spies.
react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left
I
side.
turned into the wrong player.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
We had him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offense.
I was trying to switch to the offensive line, and lineman switched me to the defensive.
They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Yeah, they do. They have so much speed. I looked at their depth chart. This team is stacked to the max. I know their overall doesn't look like it. They have like 95 speed at every wide receiver position. But yeah, you all can see it. I'll show it to you. You all saw it, but you all can see I'm number 17. I'm number 17. I'm trying to switch to number 76 right there. It switches me to the defensive back who's about to guard number 11. And look, nobody's open. That's phenomenal. Fantastic coverage. Two touchdowns caused by me. A poor play call there. I switched it switched me to the wrong player. I don't know how that happened. Clearly I did it, but I should have just stayed.
Top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass.
Welcome to Ole Miss, everybody.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh. Ooh,
Really
almost broke it.
disciplined job by the coverage unit
Okay,
to get down
let's
there
run
and
it.
make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff.
Wide
to
open.
back.
That was great run blocking.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Pay attention,
8-yard
receivers.
pickup on
A is
first down,
Sanders,
leaves him with
Y is
2nd and
Honeycutt, Guerrero is B.
short. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's
Good
Sanders.
play.
Finally pulled down, but
Let's run
not
it.
before moving the chains for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him.
This
and they'll mark him
reminds
down
me-
at the 40.
There's a great comment last week. Towards the end of that game, I said, "Well, I know the secret to winning this game or this
We're
for this
through one,
team."
and what a back and forth battle between these
I
two
said, "I know the
quarterbacks as
secret."
we look at the stats.
And I said, you just run the ball, long sustained drive, West Coast offense, get first downs, and then
Heading in the opposite
I can't
directions
remember
now
which
as we
one of
break
y'all
it up
said
in a
this.
second.
They said that's just, you mean playing like good, smart football? That's just football. That gave me such good laugh because it was so true. It's like, Ryan, that's just like textbook football. It's what you're supposed to do.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He's
Oh,
back to
my, it's
throw on
touchdown.
2nd down. He lobs
That is how
one
you throw
high
it,
down the
Steven.
left side.
42 is insane. He's the fastest player on the field, and we have 99 speed here.
Closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
He's the
Could
only
this
player
guy be the
in
next
college
receiver
football
to
who can
bring
catch
home
Dan
a Heisman
Honeycutt.
Trophy? He's got everything you look
But yeah, we
for
play good,
in a
smart
game
football, we
changer
win, right?
at
That
the
was
receiver
such a good
position. He's
comment.
off to a great start in this one.
I don't remember which one of y'all said it, but it was so good. It's like, yeah, you mean just playing football?
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
No wonder Ryan's been losing this year. He hasn't been playing smart football. Exactly.
Wrap up. You have to wrap up.
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
I tell you, our team can score, though. Like, we can put up points. That's what we do. Like, we may allow a lot of points, but wow, do we have a good
Ready to
offense.
try the point after.
But can we please not make a mistake? It's not our defense. Our defense is playing good. I made 2 mistakes for our team. Me specifically.
And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Hey, this place is loud, though. I love it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss
Let's run a
offense
trap.
ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
Come on, Storm.
this is back
Gonna
and
get
forth.
there. Good try.
Score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you
Slant
as a
weak. I
quarterback?
like this
Well, it puts
formation.
a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They bring him down.
I made
and
up
he's
for
gonna
my
lose a
defensive
yard on
problems.
that one.
Well, we
You know,
haven't
the
scored
runner
2
just has
touchdowns.
to
That's how you
have
make
a
up for
little
it.
bit
I
more
read that
patience,
perfectly.
bounce that thing outside a little too
Some of you
early,
might
and
say,
as a
why were you
result,
playing as
lost
the
yards.
cornerback? Well,
Faced with a third and short from their own
let's not worry
32 to
about
keep
that.
this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was
I
off
thought
to
I had the middle
races, and
zone.
he
No,
gets
I
it
was
to
supposed
the
to guard him,
45.
man.
And a really good job by the
Add another
quarterback,
mistake to
being
the
very
list.
decisive.
That's
He
number
saw his
3.
matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He wants to throw.
Yes!
And the freshman
Elijah
will
Schooler
chalk up a
taking
sack.
him to school.
And they've been
The
waiting
freshman
for
is,
something
I
good to
believe,
happen
leading
with
the
respect to
SEC
getting
in
after the
sacks.
quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3
Wait,
sacks
did
on the
that
game
say
so
we're
far.
outside the top 100 in sacks per game? I know we haven't been getting a lot of pressure. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it's probably why we've lost a lot. Elijah Schooler is the only
They've
one
already
who's really
racked
been
up
getting
big
sacks.
sack
Tim Brooks did a lot
numbers.
early
It's
on,
starting
but
to
not in a
snowball,
while.
And they are ready to go again. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly out
Good
to the
wrap
tight end.
up. Come on,
They bring
Storm.
him down, but a solid pick
Okay.
up to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game
Let's go back to our
managing
bread and
is.
butter.
Nice pickup on second down to help them
Nickel
on the next
formation,
play.
cover
Yeah, I
3
think
match,
people look at
showing
that
cover
negative
2.
sometimes. Finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Number
They
4.
are on the move as
Just
they
go
pick
ahead
up
and
the
add it
first
to the
down.
list.
They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, this quarterback is having
I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just not playing good. Defense is my, like me as a position player, controlling players. Usually good on
The
defense, but
Rebels are flying
I don't
down
know
the
what I'm
field.
doing.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to
Wake
the
up!
23.
What are we doing out there?
Run plays really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back.
That's how you play.
Quarterback
Come
put
on.
as much time as he could,
Hendricks
but the
from
defense
Lexington,
got to
Kentucky,
him and sacked him.
and Matthew Horn.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks
Linebacker
aren't just for
blitz, let's
very
do it.
athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Caught
We
over the middle.
cannot
It's Algier.
keep up with their
He'll
speed.
be
We just
brought
can't.
down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
I've got no words.
On to attempt to try.
You play Ole Miss at home. They get that home field advantage. Their 84
And
offense
the
plays like a
extra point is
99.
True, and they're on top by 7. And for a
Tough
quick
place to
update,
play,
let's
that's
go
for
to
sure.
Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your
I mean,
game,
I've made
guys,
so
and a
many
few on
mistakes,
this
though, so.
interesting matchup as well. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this
you all
is a
think what I'm
program
thinking?
that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa.
Snags it
What a
up.
route from the running
And
back,
he's
and
brought
Stephen
down
Bullock
after a
is
huge
amazing.
completion.
We've seen it all year. This kid has developed into an elite level quarterback.
You don't see a lot of guys line up and then
He's unreal.
vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Bullock, I would argue, is the best quarterback in college football, dynamically right now. He's so dynamic. We've got to get year 6 in before the next game. We have to. We have to see senior Stephen Bullock with junior Dan Honeycutt and Guerrero. We have to see this team. We've got to get another season in, everybody. Even if it's, I don't know how we will, but we're going to try. Let's, okay.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down.
Thought I had a little more space. I was looking at Guerrero there. I just didn't trust it. I should have.
Saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football.
This is a Honeycutt play.
Negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Or Stephen Bullock. Come on.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, he doesn't run very much. He has good legs. He just doesn't run.
He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick.
That's a touchdown.
Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He slowed down too much. That's on me.
Just outside the red zone, he moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down,
okay, I am feeling a little kind of a trick play
and right here, just choose up
in a way.
First down gives you another chance to maybe
a touchdown to Honeycutt.
I feel like this guy
so
too
he's
is
going to come in and do a flag route, cross with
his
Guerrero.
Vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It was not open. It is a good thing we got hit.
Trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him. Right
okay,
after
the play is descends here. RB, but I'm looking at A, Y, and then RB.
He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the pass.
Our running back is so good. Tremaine Stack is our wide receiving back. He's our third down back. So good. Look, 500 career completed passes. I can't talk.
Most importantly, get the first.
Oh my! It is a late night here. Drinking. Yeah, am I drinking coffee? Yeah, I got some videos I need to create to get this one out for you all here. Get you all out. This video out on a Saturday morning. The late night, but wow, I'm feeling it. Playing good, having fun.
And backed up.
Honeycutt touchdown. Come on.
Defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Looking for the score.
Dan Honeycutt with a late hit.
Touchdown,
come on.
Kentucky.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We have the best offense in college football. It's not even close. The best receiver, the best quarterback, the best offensive line. Unfortunate, we're sitting outside the top 25.
They'll try to tack one more.
So there's that, but let's not focus on that.
And it's up and
that
good.
Doesn't matter. Painful, right? It's
so
painful.
They got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
What a game we had this weekend, everybody. Saturday morning is when you see these videos, and there's been some great games recently.
25-yard line.
Too many losses, but some good games. No, timeout. What am I doing?
Their head spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
This is when I need all of y'all to say out loud, wake up, Ryan.
What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Well, wait.
What, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive.
Matthew Horn showing his speed there. Good hit by Dylan Rowe. He's our best hitting defensive back.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job.
Yeah, they're just letting the clock run out. Oh, no, they're not.
So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
I wanted him to throw that. I was trying to bait him in and pick it off. Didn't get it. But I will see you all in the second half. What a half.
Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
You know, you can see why Ole Miss was in the top 25 for so long. I mean, they were in the top 15. They lost 2 in a row, but this team is amazing. They've got a great receiving core with 95 speed or more across the board. They have a great quarterback, a very good offensive line as well, and they have a great secondary. Now, well, number 42, but yeah, they're allowing big plays, but so are we.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice
Just
job by the
very
kickoff
evenly
team.
matched
Everybody
teams,
stayed
especially
in their
them with
lanes
home
and
field
they'll stop him
advantage.
at the
If this
16.
was in Lexington, it
Kentucky has it
wouldn't
back
even
in
be
the big
close.
blue offense takes the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise
Okay,
to the
I
challenge.
actually am looking at
Stuffed on
Honeycutt
first
or
down, it's
Stack here. I
second
might
and 10.
hit a running back touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
One more
That
second of
pass
time.
is
You can't get that much
incomplete,
time
and
though in
they're
college
probably
football.
fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Better
That's a
by the
touchdown.
influx. Here comes the noise. Back
Okay,
in this
I'm looking at
defense on third
Honeycutt.
down. From the gun,
Honeycutt.
wants to pass.
Honeycutt!
Peel off one deep
Honeycutt
on the left side.
did it again, and what a
Inside
throw!
the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that,
He's
one,
too
they
good.
jump on top here in the
You might as
second
well just
half.
hit him with the Heisman pose, Dan.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is
Yeah,
just
Steven
pounding,
can't miss.
pounding,
This
pounding
kid's
strikes.
insane. The
Just gets in
army
the zone,
has
right?
now.
You can't miss. You've seen
Unstoppable.
quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
That was under pressure. Stephen Bullock remains calm, throws that a mile. Stephen Bullock is amazing. Put him on the Heisman list, everybody.
They'll
This
try
kid's
to add
insane.
another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper was a
this
bolt
kid
of
is
lightning,
doing
a
it all
touchdown
out there.
pass from 84 yards out. And
Okay,
no chance
defense,
at a
get a
return.
stop.
Here
Let's
they'll
have a good
start
second
the
half.
drive at their own 25.
I like the coach suggestions because it
The Ole
makes
Miss
me
offense ready to go back
call a
to work.
variety of plays. And I've been doing that recently, going with Jerry, the new
First
defensive
down.
coordinator. He took over basically now. He's technically the assistant still by
Give
job
on the
title, but
inside.
no.
At the 35,
Our
he's first.
defensive coordinator has all
They've
but
got
lost
him
his
down
job.
at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
They've got so much speed. It's insane. These two teams are just so good. Like both of these two teams.
On the doorstep of cashing it
Running
in for
man.
the offense. Looking to pass. It's Maddox.
Pick that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
That went. That's the
Quick
best.
strike, touchdown.
Okay,
Comes out and
yeah.
jumpstarts the
I
offense.
bet.
Man,
I
we've
bet
seen
you're
this
gonna win
in college
Heisman.
football,
No, no,
so
no.
much explosiveness and firepower.
Good
You
luck.
get High-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like
He's not even on the
one case for
Heisman
one
watch
right now.
list. The junior tight end is Crasilius. Don't know if I'm saying his name right. Dylan Rowe had great coverage. It's just a fantastic catch. His arm, he was right there. His arm was there to knock it down. He missed it. And Crasilius, just a perfect throw and a perfect catch.
The AT unit on the field.
They can do no wrong. Our offense can do no wrong. I mean, besides that interception.
And after
But
that
yeah,
extra
this is
point, we
insane.
have
What a
tie
game.
ball game in the third quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
You know, let it go.
That ball
Don't
skips
you all
through the
forget
end zone. It's a
what's
touchback,
coming up.
and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
This is Saturday, May 24th, this episode. Saturday, May 31st. I told you all to mark that on your calendar for a long time. Kentucky versus Georgia, everybody. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers.
Been waiting for that game all year.
Stack another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That is the best run blocking all year. Come on.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got
Drayton still got it when he does not have wear and tear. Wait, that's a touchdown.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as
Not enough time in the play action. I wish it wasn't a play action.
Never had a chance. The incompletion brings
Yeah,
up
I'm looking
a
at
second
Stack,
down.
Sands, and Sanders. So RB is Sands. Stack is the second receiver I'm looking at, and Sands last. I know technically Sands is the primary, but
He's looking to
I mean
throw.
not Sands.
He lofts one down the sideline.
Look at what a play!
Inside the 10.
Devontae Sands!
Made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I finally made a good play controlling a player other than the quarterback and running back today, right? I turned into Devontae Sands here, knowing that I'm trying to underthrow him. I was trying to do this throw. I know that's brave, right? I was trying to undercut it, and then I turned into him, stop, plant the feet, jump up for it. Incredible play. He took a shot and held on to that football somehow. This team is firing on all cylinders today. Like, we have so much talent across the board. It's kind of insane. So do they. Don't get me wrong. They have so much talent as well. But, like, I got to take a screenshot here. A beautiful screenshot opportunity. But, yeah, we're playing great football. What a play. Here we go, everybody. Come on, let's finish strong. Focus up.
Throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
Drayton, he's playing with a lot of heart to close out this season. He wants to win it all for his senior year.
Offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward.
Let's give it to Dan Honeycutt.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to
Easy
throw.
touchdown with the blitz there.
Snares it in the end zone.
Come on.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
We're insane offensively this year. We're kind of unstoppable. Unless you play Texas in Texas.
Everywhere you're going to see it.
And South Carolina at home.
Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
But, you know, I think South Carolina at this point just considers Lexington, Kentucky a home game with how good they play on Kroger Field. I mean, I believe that South Carolina probably, if you're a South Carolina fan out there, you probably call it a home game on the schedule.
Lining up to tack one
Yeah,
more
it's
on
basically
that
become a
lead.
home game for you all at this point.
And the extra point is true.
35-28, everybody. Come on.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are
Come on,
tough,
team.
and
Defense,
people
wake
just
up.
find a
Jerry
way.
gave the team an
It's a
inspiring speech
touchdown game.
to try to get them
They're
fired
trailing
up.
by
There was a
7.
lot of yelling, I will say that.
We'll circle back if anything big happens.
Elijah Scholar does it again, but that's because of the pressure from Smith on the other side.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because
Play
they
over
have
top,
not been
no
able to
big
protect
plays.
their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And he might
I
be
tell
known
you,
for run fits, but that was
I've
a
been playing
short
this game
and
since the
heavy
launch.
tackle on
I've
the
not
tight
got
end.
bored of it once.
It's so
This is
important
the
that
best
this
sports
offense is
game.
able to
It
stay
is
on
just
schedule.
on
What
another
that
level,
means is
and to
keep
think
those third
the
downs
next one's
manageable.
right around the
That
corner
last
has me
completion to the
fired
tight
up.
end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll try to pop the draw. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down.
That's an
Picked up
incredible
5
play.
yards,
Storm
but it'll
Livings
still be
combined
4th
with
and
Norman
1.
there, I
The
believe, making a
Rebels
big
will
play.
call on their punt team.
We
This will
finally
be the
stopped them,
second time
everybody.
they've had to kick it away.
You got a block?
Excellent coverage.
Was that
time.
Gates?
Didn't give
That was
him
Gates.
Any room to set up a big return.
Control the
Kentucky
clock.
has it back in the big
Come
blue
on,
offense
team.
takes the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field.
Level
Didn't
switch.
make those mistakes, Jesse.
Oh,
And they
Honey
need to
cut
do it again
touchdown.
this week.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels
You
it
can't
in.
press them. I don't care if you're doing a coverage shell or not. You don't coverage shell there.
Catch and run for
Huge
6.
mistake.
With that
You
last
can't
one,
guard
he
him
now
on the
has
press. He has the
40
platinum
career
ability to
touchdown
break
catches.
it.
I mean, he's
Good
just
luck.
been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone
99
many times
acceleration,
because they can feature
99
him in
speed,
so many
99
ways. They
change of
find ways
direction.
to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always
99
open, even
route
when he's
running,
not. Threat is
you
great.
name
Think
it.
about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Exactly what the commentator said. You're just going to throw it to him. Double coverage, single coverage, triple. It doesn't matter. Quadruple. They could have the whole team on him. We're still going to throw it. And what a ball from Stephen Bullock. Like, you can give Dan Honeycutt a lot of credit. But Stephen Bullock is putting it on the money. He's playing like a Heisman winner right now.
And the extra
He's going to be
point
playing on
pushes the lead to
Sundays.
14.
Come on.
This offense prides itself on going
Just
after
on
you,
another
and they
level.
did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Like, truly, he just is so good.
And they desperately wanted to
Okay,
attempt a
nickel
return,
blitz.
but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchdown.
Play over top. We're
Ole
not
Miss
letting up
ready to
pressure.
send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can
Yes,
answer
there's
that
the pressure.
last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Dylan
Yeah,
Rose
at this point in the
shines
game,
when
I
he
feel like
blitzes
offensively,
and
you
when
should go
he's
back to what's been
he's
working
helping
for
out
you
the
in this
run.
game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Dylan
down
Rowe
14
again.
at this point.
And I would also say,
You're like,
Palmer,
what about his
I
pass
understand that
coverage?
my
Well,
defense is not playing
uh,
great, so I know offensively,
we don't
I gotta
talk
put some
about
good
that.
possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Play
And
underneath.
this offense just can't afford
For
not
once.
to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Yes!
And he
Robledo
intercepts it.
playing
And
underneath,
he's brought down,
picking
and
it
this
off.
Defense gets the ball back for its own.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean,
Come
you think
on.
about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is.
Chew the
you put
clock
more
now.
DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Imagine if we would have played better defense in any of the
They'll
games that we
try it
played
over the
earlier
left
on. That was
side.
holding.
Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape.
That
is
that
exactly
was,
what you're looking for when you talk
yeah, I think the refs
explosive
have
plays.
already
The
moved on.
Finally able to make the stop.
It,
Well,
if
here's the
that's
offense
not
trying to take
holding,
advantage of this running back
that's-
speed. I like
yeah,
the
that's
call.
definitely
Handoff to the
holding.
left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to
well,
work.
I saw nothing.
That
Just
big
like the
play
refs.
has
The
this
refs have
defense
they're already
reeling,
talking
and now
about
they'll
dinner.
Snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it.
A
And
was
here
wide
comes
open,
the
but
heat,
just
and
no
they get
time.
home, and they get him at the 21.
Okay, let's, how about we run
That
it?
offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job.
Yeah, the
getting
refs are
football
already
to this
talking
point
about
in the red
dinner or
zone,
what they're
but
gonna
now
do
you
after
can't
the
go
game.
back.
They're not
You've gotta
focused
be
on the
able to get rid
football.
of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
What was I doing?
And they'll drag him
That was
down.
an
That's
easy
likely
first
the
down.
last play
Okay,
of the
on to
third
the fourth quarter.
Guys, that's the
You're
end
like,
of the
Ryan,
quarter,
why
and
were you running for the
Kentucky
first
has the
down,
lead.
and then
Let's
you
take a
cut
quick
around?
Look at the national rankings
No
to
comment.
see how this playoff race is shaping up.
We're going to be in the top 25 next. Illinois is in the top 25. Well, no, Ole Miss is not ranked
Just
anymore.
about
Never
ready
mind.
to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Okay, are you all thinking what I'm thinking? If that's a Dan Honeycutt touchdown, we're on the same page. What's the play, though? Maybe that one? I don't think we
Now
have time.
facing a third down as they come
Yeah, we
back
do.
to the line after the break. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone.
That's how much trust we have in him. I should have never have thrown that.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Stephen Bullock does it
There's no mercy
again.
rule in
Like,
college
that's
football.
all in the throw.
They've
Like
got
a great
huge lead
catch,
here in
but
the fourth
like,
quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Dan's too good, but look at Stephen Bullock. Throws into double coverage. Knows Dan's going to get crushed. That has to be the best throw ever. If not, it's picked off. Perfection at the quarterback position. 2 weeks in a row. Just, he's insane.
To their lead.
Put him on the, that's roughing the
And
kicker.
the extra point
Maybe not.
splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns.
The refs have left.
21-point cushion in the fourth.
The refs aren't even watching the game anymore, everybody. You see them on the field, but they're on their phones or something. I don't know.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Our defense has turned it around. Like, we turned it around.
This next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page.
I did not tell him to play.
I
I didn't tell him to play over top
Yeah,
there,
and
though.
some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him.
They had a
little bit
touchdown.
with the system.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
What a hit.
Gets it to
Oh,
the
my.
42-yard
Gates comes
line,
in
and
there
that's
and
a
just
first down.
crushes him.
Has been really good.
He says, welcome to this Kentucky Wildcat defense. They'll be like, well,
300-yard mark.
you mean the worst
That's a pretty
defense
good
in
day.
the college football?
Comes out throwing on
We're
first
not looking
down.
like it now.
Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle.
It
on
looked
the
like he
way
was about
a
to
solid
fumble that,
pickup
but he held
there.
on to it.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to field the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush.
What'd you all think about my coverage there?
Found a soft spot and gave his quarterback an easy
I'm
place
a
to
zone cover
Let me
type
tell
of
you, this
player. When I'm in man,
flat
well,
fitted in a tight window.
yeah.
And the Rebels are on the move.
I'm going to be Dooley here. I'm going to get a pick.
They'll throw it on first down. Tip ball, put it up for
Robledo
grabs,
almost got
and I
another
thought
one.
he
Good
had it,
coverage.
but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
He barely
Second
dropped
down
that.
coming up. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
You
This
got to
time
get
he's
up there and
got
make
it.
a more aggressive play on the
Now
ball
he's got
there.
it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are
Now,
threatening
it's a
on
good
first
thing
down.
our offense is
The Rebels
dominating
come to the
because we
line with
have a lot of
set of
points.
downs.
And we can't really stop them. We stopped them on some key drives, don't get me wrong.
Quick strike
Yes.
complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on
No, that's a
second down
touchdown.
after the short completion.
Settle down. There we go. I don't like this play either, but it's better than what we had.
Out of the
Oh,
shotgun,
I
they
was
go to the
not
ground.
expecting that.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. And the Rebels have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun.
They're just running it.
He is going
They've
nowhere.
given up.
Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's a really
What
good
is happening?
job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen,
I'm
you got to be
sending
worried
the
about
house
run
here.
and the
Like,
pass.
not sending
Did a
the
good
house,
job
but I'm
playing ball.
blitzing them.
Got it stopped.
If they're
Now
playing like
forcing
that-
fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Algier. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
I've got no words, right? I thought we had the perfect play call.
Getting
Clearly
set
it
for the
wasn't.
point after.
This game is not over.
Splits the uprights. Let's go to the
Can we
studio
just
now
run
and
the
check
clock
in with
out?
Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it.
Almost a touchdown.
Complete and thorough
Just run the
thumping.
ball.
They're trailing by 21 to Wyoming. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
That's the
Now,
best
about that
juke
one,
I've ever
Kevin will
done.
be keeping an eye on everything going
Please show
on
that
elsewhere.
replay.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run
insane.
because We're
What a
thinking they're gonna run the
juke.
football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely.
I'm
Let's
usually
use
not
those
very good
timeouts,
at
save as
juking
much
and
clock
stuff.
as we can, so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
Not much he could do.
We're just
there.
chewing the
Doesn't pick up
clock.
2 to the
Like, will I
34.
still try to beat them deep?
At this point of the
Yeah.
game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive
Yeah.
coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's looking
I'm
deep.
honestly just trying to throw that
And
away
they can't
like
hook
I
up,
did
going
there.
For the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB.
What do they do?
You got to love it as a play caller.
Oh, they wanna
man. You
lose.
can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Oh, they don't want to win. Okay.
Catch at the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the
No
first down, and
team
they'll
learns
have
their
first and goal
lessons.
with the 6.
That's one thing I
If you're
really
gonna
want
be
to
in
see
Heisman
improved in
picture,
the next
you gotta
game.
make plays week
The
in, week out.
defensive
Receiver, and that's what he
AI's
does. He's a
logic
good route runner.
on
He's
fast
reliable,
receivers.
and he's got speed to
You
take
do
it to the
not
house.
press
Top 5 in
Dana
the nation right
Honeycutt.
now in
I don't
receiving.
care if you think we're going to run or teams typically run. You have to look at the situational awareness and pick up on what we've done recently. You do not press Dana Honeycutt. Every team's tried it this year. No team's had success. They had one
We
play of
reached the
success with the
2-minute
pick
warning, and
earlier.
this offense
That's
is
it.
That much closer to salting
Like,
away a victory.
if you want to
A
lose,
great chance to put this
just
game
lose,
away
I
with a
guess.
score here on 1st and goal. They'll
if
try
you want to
get it in
lose,
with the
just
run.
lose. Ryan Gamer
And maybe they wanna
2025,
try
right?
somewhere
What
else
does that
because
even
there
mean?
is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
That
The
snap.
run up the middle, looking for the score. And they try to run
I think we're
inside,
all
and there
thinking
is
the same thing.
nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as
Oh,
much
yeah.
time as possible. If they can pay
Don't
off
throw a
this
pick,
3rd
though.
and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little.
You can't guard him. You
Catch
press
in
him,
the
it's a
end zone.
touchdown every time.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
He was playing inside.
The
Keep
lead
that in
grows,
mind.
and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
That
This
defensive
offense
back was in perfect
continuing
position on
to
the
put up
inside
points.
to
This game's
stop a
out of
slant.
reach. You know
Dan
you're gonna
Honeycutt
win,
is
but
unstoppable.
Still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Yeah, probably some salty handshakes. We're trying to battle for the playoffs, so we need a miracle, which means a big blowout in Ole Miss today.
Lining up
Now,
for the PAT.
Dan Honeycutt broke the yards record today, which is awesome, and he
And
further
the
broke
extra
the
point splits
touchdown
the
record.
uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The
Just
kickoff
nuts.
team on the field as they'll
So
send
now,
this one away.
Dan Honeycutt will be known as the greatest receiver in college football history.
He
Let
thought
that
about
sink
bringing
in.
that out for a half second, but
The
he'll
greatest
take it in, they'll bring
receiver
it to
in
the
college
25.
football history already. We have
Ole
2
Miss
games
ready to
left.
send the offense onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the
Storm?
final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can.
He just got his
good
world
opportunity
rocked.
to try to finish this game with something positive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the
I want
receiver.
another pick. Let's get another one. Why not?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
Good play.
It's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but
We
no
should really
flags.
take out our starters. Let's not risk getting injured. We're going to go to coaching. We're going to go to mass sub backups. Confirm. We are not messing this up.
This is just one of those days,
Like
man,
getting
where
somebody
everything
hurt
has gone
is
wrong,
what I
right?
mean,
Like,
messing
they
it
just
up.
haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to
That's
grow
holding.
from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people
Or
aren't
illegal
gonna
hands to
like,
the face.
But hopefully you can learn from it and
Holding.
do better next time.
He held me. Yeah, look, the refs wake up now. Oh, I would be so mad. I would be so mad if I'm their coach. It was holding, but
We'll
it is
repeat the previous down. This time, the offense
56-35.
has
They
10 more
missed
yards
a
it has to
blatant
cover.
holding call
Let's see
earlier.
what call they have on
Oh
3rd and long
my,
from the
I
28.
would be furious.
Corners are going to bail.
That's a pick.
taking a deep shot late
Look,
in the game.
McCourty gets a chance.
Into
Picks
trouble,
it
and he
off.
finds trouble with the pick.
On U of K.
Drag him down after a good return on
Let's
the
nil it.
interception.
That's game, everybody.
And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
I know what you're
Offense set
thinking.
on first
Game
down.
ball, Dan Honeycutt. No. Yes, he's done incredible. He's got enough game balls. Game ball, Stephen Bullock. The best game at quarterback in this entire dynasty. We're in year 5. We've won 4 national championships. This is the best quarterback play we have ever seen. It's
Quarterback
unreal.
will
That's
take
a win
the
on U of
stop
K.
one more
Come
time. We
on.
are close to being all she wrote. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Okay, let's make sure that Dan Honeycutt gets a game ball as well. Are you kidding me? Like, that is unreal. That is the game of his career. That is the game of Stephen Bullock's career as well. Our team, on an offensive standpoint, is unstoppable. We scored 7 in the first, 14 in the second, 21 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. Now, our defense responded after not a great first half and held them to only 7 points in the third and 7 points in the fourth. 56-35 victory in Ole Miss is amazing. That is an Ole Miss team with a lot of talent, but you saw defensively, even though they're 87 overall, that's their big problem. Offense looked great. Their defense could not keep up with us. Now, granted, we have the best offense in college football, but yeah, that's insane. 619 total offensive yards. We had 146 rushing, 473 passing. We dominated. We only threw 1 interception, and we intercepted them twice. Let's go. Our backup safety got a pick there. You love to see that. We have a lot of young talent on this team, and it's just, wow, that's a special game, everybody. Their quarterback had a great game. He did throw 2 picks, but look at this. Stephen Bullock, a career game, 379 rating. I've never seen that high before. 15 of 20 for 473 passing yards and 7 touchdowns with only 1 interception. And that 1 interception was just a great play by the defender. Like, he never made that play any other time that game, but that was just an incredible play. Stephen Bullock, game ball, player of the game, the best quarterback in college football, in my opinion, right now. He's unstoppable. He's on a hot streak as well right now. Has the momentum, and Trayvon Drayton had his best game of the year, looking like he looked last year as a junior. 17 rushes, 137 yards, and a touchdown. Now moving on to the star of this Kentucky team, Dan Honeycutt, with 10 receptions for 327 yards and 7 touchdowns. He was unguardable. As you can see, we didn't throw it to very many other receivers, but that one catch for Guerrero changed everything. Guerrero was running a curl. He chooses to see the defense, go straight up the field, reads it to perfection, and a great throw from the junior quarterback, Stephen Bullock. That changed everything. And defensively, we could do better, but Elijah Scholar adds 2 more sacks. He may win Defensive Lineman of the Year. He honestly deserves it. The freshman has been a powerhouse this year. He's fast as a power rusher, and he's really tough to block, as you all can see. A lot of sacks today, more sacks than typical. Got a pick from McCourty there at the end. He got to play as the freshman. You remember him. Andres Robledo had a great play as well for that interception earlier in the game, which really changed a lot. We have such a good team. Like, I'm so proud of this team, everybody. This team deserves to be in the playoffs, but we don't because we played too bad defensively early on. Like, our defense has been the issue. Offensively, we're the best. We are the best in college football. Defensively, we're the worst. And you have the worst defense, even with the best offense, you're not going to win. Defense wins championships, right? right? That is why people say that. Defense wins championships. It proves it this year. Think about our 4 national championships in the first 4 years. Defense was the star of the show. In year 4, we did have a really good offense, but still defense was the best in college football last year. This year, we're the worst. Let that sink in. It's tough to let sink in. Now, as far as recruiting, we don't really have any recruiting. We're already done, but I do want to show you all this recruiting class. Like, if we just scroll through this recruiting class is insane. And I do want to play one more year before the new game comes out. I don't know if we'll be able to. I don't know. Maybe we play 2. I don't know. I don't know what we do. Maybe we simulate some, play every other game. We got to see these players in action. Just to scroll through. Roy Loudermilk, JJ Wake, Alec Vaughn, Logan Lampman, Elijah Walters, JJ Conrad, Landry Chun, Sean DeGier, Rico Kaufman, Craig Sharp, Tavares Hagg, Freddie Brent, Carl Marcus, George Smelter, Roland Brazil, Jalen Majay, Devin Brent, Tim Rhodes, Ron Pounds. What a name for a defensive tackle. And then we're going after a kicker as well, Akeem Grimm. That's our only recruit we're going after right now. And yeah, we blocked him, man. He's got no other offers. So even if he doesn't want to come to Kentucky, I think he's going to. Now, look at this class, everybody. Georgia's furious, right? They're the best team in college football. They're like, how does Ryan Gamer pull this off? Well, we got Ryan Gamer and Jerry. That dynamic duo, it's tough to win recruits against those recruiters. But yeah, we got elite recruiters stacked out, right? A 13 5-star, 6 4-star. Now, the important part to point out, we would have lost most of those 5 stars if we didn't get them early. We would have. With all the losses we had, we were still a championship contender. That didn't leave until recently. And yeah, it's not great where we're sitting right now, but it's okay. Hey, let's see what happens. It's time for the weekly events. Will we be in the top 25? We're 6-4, 2 big wins in a row. And that was a huge one in Ole Miss. Unfortunately, Ole Miss was not ranked though. And we'll have players of the week. Dan Honeycutt, you better believe it. Our kicker has reached the top 5 schools. Championship contender is up to A. Okay, wait. We're number 10 on championship contender. That does not mean we're in the top 10 ranking wise. We're 21. We can see it right there. I will take it. Listen, if we're 21 and we take down number 1 Georgia, anything can happen. I'm just saying. It is still possible for us to make the playoffs now if we keep playing like this. Yeah, player of the week, you better believe it. Dan Honeycutt, I'd say. Player of the year in every facet. A national offensive player of the week, yeah, you better believe it. Even poor Stephen Bullock. Every time he has a great game, he doesn't get it. But look at this. What better way would it be for this Kentucky Wildcat team to close out SEC play with an upset on the number 1 team in the nation, deliver them their first loss? We had the Kentucky Wildcats at home against the Georgia Bulldogs. They're looking to maintain their perfect season. Kentucky is trying to make their way into the playoffs. We need a miracle. It is so lucky that this game is in Lexington. Like, it is so lucky. We got so lucky, but we also got unlucky on a lot of the schedule. It has been an insane SEC schedule. You look at these two teams, we're 94, 94, 95. They're 91, 91, 92. We got to hope that home field advantage is huge here. Big Blue Nation, come ready. YouTube, I need you there. This video will go live on May 31st. 2025 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I post these videos on Saturday mornings. A week from the day this video goes live. It is going to be electric. There's going to be the biggest celebrations ever in Lexington, Kentucky if we pull out this victory. It is a long shot, but it's at home. The last time we played at home, it's amazing. And we played Georgia really good at home in this dynasty. We actually have not lost to Georgia at home in this dynasty. So, wow, I wish I wouldn't have said that, but I don't think we've lost to them. Wow, I cannot wait. I've been waiting for this game all year. They're number 1, and they're going to fall in front of Big Blue Nation, everybody. I'm fired up. I just, yeah. I know I'm dreaming big, right? You all are like, Ryan, why are you so excited for this game? I have dreams, and that dream is to win against Georgia. I've had that dream all year. It can get us into a better bowl game or possibly a miracle into the college football playoffs. We'll see how the top 25 shaked up. We know we're 21 now. We'll see how it shaked up. I will see you in the next one. Drop a like if you got some enjoyment. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.